let me unveil a truth that few will dare to acknowledge. Your very existence, your life force, is under siege, manipulated by entities not of this realm, but of darkness. These ancient beings, these toxic parasitic forces, are not content with merely watching the world suffer. They are engineering it. They twist the elements of Earth itself, transforming our home into an environment more suited for their sinister agenda. Their goal: to terraform this planet into a distorted reflection of their own malevolence, a habitat perfect for their legion to thrive. Understand this. The Earth is alive, a sentient entity, but it's being corrupted. These dark entities, what you might call demons, but far worse than what mythology has whispered, are systematically poisoning the very lifeblood of this planet. The water you drink, the air you breathe, the soil beneath your feet, all are being tainted. And why? Because these entities cannot exist in a world that is vibrant, pure, and full of light. They are beings of decay, and they need a decaying world to call their own. Your body is a vessel of energy, and these forces are siphoning that energy through the toxins they unleash: fluoride, chemical waste, electromagnetic chaos. These aren't accidents or mere byproducts of human industry. They are calculated assaults, designed to warp your consciousness, lower your vibrations, and make you more susceptible to their influence. The more polluted your body, the more polluted your mind, and the easier it is for them to control you, to drain you of your life force. But it's not just you. The Earth is a living, breathing entity, and as it is poisoned, its very energy field becomes toxic. The ley lines, the ancient pathways of power that once pulsed with pure energy, are now flooded with dark currents, transformed into conduits for these beings to manifest. The natural world, once a reflection of divine order, is being inverted, made chaotic and unnatural to better suit their twisted design. These entities are patient, subtle. They don't need to enslave you in chains because they've found a far more effective method. They infiltrate your very biology. They corrupt your mind with imbalances in your neurochemistry, dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin, rendering you docile, distracted, and disconnected from your true potential. Through this disruption, they sever your connection to the higher realms, ensuring that you stay anchored to a reality of their making, a reality where you are nothing more than a pawn in their cosmic game. The masses, blind to the spiritual war raging around them, are complicit in their own downfall. They consume, unaware that they are feeding not just their bodies, but the very entities that seek to control them. Artificial food, synthetic chemicals, toxic thoughts, they all serve the same master, a master who revels in your degradation. But this is not just about control. This is about remaking Earth into a realm of darkness, a place where these parasitic forces can rule unchecked. They seek to lower the planet's frequency, drowning it in fear, apathy, and chaos, until it matches their own vibrational essence. When that happens, they will no longer need to hide in the shadows. They will walk freely among us, their poisonous energy harmonizing perfectly with the toxic environment they've created. The transformation is already underway. The Earth groans beneath the weight of their corruption. And yet, so many remain blind, content to exist in their bubbles of distraction, unaware that the very fabric of reality is being reshaped beneath their feet. Your body is made of water, and if someone, better yet, something, wanted control, they'd corrupt that source first. What I'm about to unveil is not for the weak-hearted. If you're still plugged into the illusions of entertainment, ego, or mindless consumption, you'll scroll past. But for those ready to wake up, stay with me, because one enlightened soul can change the entire world. You see, they are poisoning your water for a reason. Your brain, your interface with reality, is mostly water. When they corrupt it, they corrupt you. The dark forces behind this, call them what you will, are twisting the very essence of life on Earth. Fluoride, that's just one tool. It was used by Nazi regimes not just to pacify, but to erode the very essence of free will, to make people docile, numb, and obedient. That's the template these demonic entities have always followed. They thrive on dysfunction and feed on chaos. This is all part of a larger demonic scheme to reshape the planet, aligning it with their toxic nature. They poison our water, our air, our minds, slowly transforming the Earth into a breeding ground for their distorted legions. Every corrupting force they unleash, every chemical they pump into our ecosystems, is an attempt to shift the vibrational frequency of the planet into one that suits their agenda. We see the physical effects, pollution, disease, decay. But the spiritual war is the real battlefront. The masses are blind to it because their perceptions are tainted, layered with delusions passed down through generations. It's like staring through the eyes of someone else who's also blind, each layer distorting the truth until the world is seen only as a fractured illusion. They want you to stay that way, dependent on their systems, feeding off their poisons, never realizing you're creating your own twisted prison for your soul. So ask yourself, are you willing to stand by while the Earth, your home, is terraformed into a haven for dark forces? Or will you awaken to the truth, recognize the signs, and fight back? You are more than just a pawn. You are a vessel of light, and that light is what these entities fear the most.